past, since I've been meeting, we've always done it at the business meeting because it's a chance for, yes, we have. Yes, we have. Except that if they came on during the middle of the year, we would do it at a board meeting. And the point is, the membership is, we've gotten away here recently with not including our entire membership and letting them have a say in a lot of the business. And this is a chance for them to meet this new chapter that's coming on, and them to get to meet the full membership body. But I remember, because I remember when I first came to Savannah and we started the chapter, I had to wait, and we were not voted in as a charter until we were here at the business meeting. And I do remember that. Of course, that chapter folded and didn't last until then when Brian came aboard and started the Savannah chapter again. And I don't remember when. I think that was in the middle of the year, and so we voted them in at the board meeting. Almost all the idea is to do a lot of your business stuff for your membership to have a say and have a chance to get to know them. But you know, I didn't know until when I got here that I thought Bree was going to be here, because when I talked to her, she told me she was going to be here. But we have done. Because the idea is to, you know, it's a ceremonial thing. You present them with the charter, and like I said, they get a chance to talk to the whole membership and tell them about themselves, and then, you know, vote them in. But, you know, I'm just saying, I remember when I very first came on that we did it at conference whenever possible.
Well, can I say something, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, let me give my reasoning, and then you can, because I don't make any decisions here. And even though people seem to think I have some level of authority, I don't. I recommend to the president, based on what I know and my expertise, whether or not something should go which way or the other. And if you're going to start a new chapter, as I mentioned earlier, the organization is growing. You got new members you should be proud of. And, you've got new members. The organization is growing, and now you're entering into a phase where you're starting a new chapter. There's something about starting a new chapter at this particular convention that should have some level of significance as it relates to being present. I don't know. I don't see any necessary requirements in the bylaws. I did read over them. However, I think personally, and this is just my opinion, you need to be standing before this group of people where they can welcome and say, my name is Roderick Parker. I am the president of the new Atlanta chapter of the Georgia Council of the Blind. Here is my membership, and read out the list. I think it should be a good ceremonial opportunity to be welcomed into the organization. When this thing started a minute ago, thing that started, the first questions were, well, do you have the roster? I don't know. Did you get the roster? Well, did we get the check? Yeah, I got the check. None of that package for presentation to the membership, and I think that's how it should go. So that is the reason why I recommended to the president that maybe you might want to postpone this until it's in a neat and orderly way of fashion. One thing about parliamentary procedure, it's orderly. And so this thing should be done in an orderly fashion and with some ceremonial recognition that goes in your minutes and goes down in your history. So that was the reason for my recommendation.
Mr. Parker, this is Marsha Farragut. Have a comment for
somebody from the floor has Deborah.
Yes, I was going to say, I think that's why we basically employ a parliamentarian to give us doing stuff, so I think we should stick with his recommendation.
I still have a comment.
Go ahead, Marsha.
Okay.
No, national team this country and international holidays.
I think what has gone on, and I do feel, oops, Jeanette, ooh, glad you didn't fall. I do think there needs to be some explanation, because Roderick, you're not getting the whole picture. I don't think anybody in this room has got the whole picture. Amanda, why don't you come up, and since we need to make sure this is clear to the entire group, Amanda started out with this chapter, And now Amanda has decided not to be a part of the chapter. That's where some of the confusion has come in. We have brand new people in this chapter that are, getting somewhat discouraged. That's all I'm saying. They are not feeling welcomed by the fact that we have made some changes. So I'd like for Amanda to just share her part of how this came about, so that whoever's going to take this back to this new chapter, I agree with you, Deborah. I'm not negating what Roderick has said, but I do want these people to get an answer that is clear and concise and not just bits and pieces, because they have done what they're supposed to do. I want that stated for the record. Okay, Amanda, just explain whatever you want to explain about why you dropped out of their chapter.
Okay. Well, we had a discussion, Bronwyn and Wendy, and Bronwyn wanted to be president, and I've been a member of Rome for almost 12 years, and I just feel like I should be a member at large and be able to go to Rome, and I don't want to cry.
It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead, girl. It's okay. You're okay.
So,
that's right.
But anyway, Bronwyn is going to meet in Jasper, and they have 6 paid members, and I wish them the best. Thank you.
Thanks. Marcia, there's nothing that says you can't go ahead and put a motion on the floor to proceed with it and let the membership decide.
That is exactly what you need to do.
Marcia? Yes, ma'am.
Did you talk to Bree yet?
The conversation that I had with Bree, because of some of the back and forth and,
No, today.
I have not talked to her today. You tried to call, right? And Scott said she...
I talked to Scott.
And that's why she's not here, because there was a previous engagement that she had that kept her from being here, unfortunately. So I do want to make that clear. And she asked, could I come on the phone? And what had happened, and Amanda, and Amanda knows this, they had looked to Amanda to guide them through the process, because Amanda has been in GCB, as you all know, for a long time. So there was a little bit of back and forth, and I don't want to go into detail, but anyway, Amanda's decided that's not what she wants to do at this point, is to go into this new chapter. So we do have quite a bit of confusion out there, but back to the original statement on what they're supposed to do.
Make your motion.
Make your motion.
So my motion is that we accept this charter. They have 6 members. They have paid their money. I have copies here if anybody wants to be read to or whatever. And then at our next board meeting, that we have more of a ceremonial type of acceptance, and have the chapter attend that board meeting, have those people present at the board meeting. Now that, I don't know, I'm making that an motion. Mr. Parliamentarian, it may not be an appropriate motion.
It's a little long.
It is long. Let me back it up. You want me to simply say?
Okay, let me help you out.
Help me out, Ron.
All right, the president has indicated that he would postpone the vote until the next board meeting. He's already stated that, am I correct? Right. Okay, so the question on the floor will be, decision of the president be sustained, which means it will be postponed, or should it be overruled and we will proceed with the election? So.
Proceed.
So Marcia, just make your motion at this point, because, and then all the other will just be circumstantial anyway about the ceremony for the board meeting, but make your motion. I move that we go ahead and proceed with the voting of the new membership.
Okay, I move that we proceed with the voting of accepting this new chapter, North Central chapter into the GCB organization.
Okay.
Friendly amendment?
Need, no, not amendment. You got, it hasn't been seconded. You can't do a friendly
Okay.
amendment.
Never mind. I was just gonna ask her to add to it that the formal presentation would be.
Hold on, let me second it.
Yeah, battery.
Who seconded it?
Robin.
There you go, now you got a second.
Okay, all right.
Now, Teresa.
No, I just wanted to know if we needed to add that the formal presentation of the charter to the.
No, no.
Okay, I was confused, thank you.
So it has been seconded?
Yes.
Discussion. Any further discussion? All those in favor of accepting the new chapter, say an aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
I am.
Motion carries.
But they're allowed to have their votes recorded. Yeah, make your motion about what he's doing.
No, that's not.
Fred said it's been accepted. I said, but you would never have the right to have your vote recorded.
Yes.
So we'll be accepting the new chapter?
Yes.
I thought you were voting on her motion.
That was.
That was the motion to accept the chapter.
Yeah, it's been accepted. 2019 convention site. Anybody have Anyone wants to hold this, what he's trying to. Yeah, that's what
yeah.
you need to say. Say what it is you want about the 29th.
Yeah, to
Okay.
where you want to have the 2019 convention. Any recommendations?
I will make, come on, get a mic.
I have the mic, please, Mr. President. This is DJ, and we were just throwing this out there for you guys, possibly thinking of having one either in Covington or Monroe area. We talked with a couple of people, maybe from the Athens chapter and maybe members at large, we can do something together and do the convention in 19 in one of those two locations. We have to nail down hotel size, but there's at least hotels coming to Monroe. I haven't checked on their meeting room places, and Covington does have one that does look promising for our size of convention.
Question.
Yes.
Is Covington not part of the East Georgia chapter? So that,
So it would
if
be-
you do there, then it would
it'd
be, you would need to ask if East Georgia wants to take part.
Correct, yes.
I have a comment on that, if I can.
As East Georgia, this is Cecily Nipper. I polled my board of directors, and we cannot do it on our own, but we would be willing, I believe, to offer our help to Athens and at large if they want to take the lead.
Definitely would accept any help that anyone would want to give, but to do it in that general location. So I'll make a motion that at large, East Georgia and Athens chapters will work collectively to have a convention for 2019 in either Monroe or Covington, depending on hotel size, and we will get with everybody.
It's down after.
So that is my motion to have it 2019 in Monroe or Covington.
I second. Who seconded? Liliana.
So let's be clear what the result of the election, of the vote is going to be. So if the vote is yes, then they'll get together and decide on it. And if not, then no. Let's be clear on the motion again, because it seemed to go along. Does everybody understand what we're voting on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All in favor of having the 2019 convention in Monroe, Covington, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And I wanted to thank Valerie Hester and John for working in the hospitality room, getting stuff up for that. And others that's helped in the hospitality room. And also definitely behind the scenes of setting the meeting room up and all, DJ and Michelle and Betsy.
Are we gonna have new business on the agenda?
What'd you say?
Okay.
Is new business gonna be on the agenda?
This is new business. So he hasn't asked for any more yet.
Yeah, okay, new business.
I have 2 items.
Okay,
Can I have the microphone, please?
yes.
This is Marge Schneider. I have 2 items. First, I want to amplify on what Keith said regarding the sound system that we've been using today. This is a system that I had used for a conference, had purchased for a conference last fall. And Alice Richard graciously offered to purchase it, take it off my hands. GCB's sound system.
Yep.
And today it doesn't have its wireless microphones with it, but it will have at future events. We'll be able to use this system at any time that we need to when Alice comes and can bring it with her. It's fairly portable. And for the most part, I think has done a very good job and is will serve as a good system for us to avoid rental costs, which are very high. So please do thank Alice. I certainly appreciate it. Michael Small.
Not here.
The microphone, the wireless mics are not here because it's Michael Benson's fault, okay? Secondly, I am not the best one to speak to Sims, our organization. There are those who knew and I did, and she played in this organization. I do know how much I'll miss her at our future events. But I wanted to speak specifically to her, being a guide dog handler. She was her first dog at the Seeing Eye in 1970. And she didn't have dogs over all those years between 1970 and now, but she really goes back a long ways, and it makes her quite a veteran guide dog handler. She had 5 dogs that came from the Seeing Eye. The first one being Raisin, then I believe it was Paula, Bobo, Vim, and Nikki. I think I have that right. I don't think I'm missing anybody. I remember people's dogs' names. In any case, in honor of her independence that she gained as a guide dog handler, and in recognition of how much the Seeing Eye contributed to that, I want today to collect donations from any of you who would like to give to the Seeing Eye in Anne's name. What I will do is collect those from you. We already have a start from a contribution by Brent Reynolds at the service a couple weeks back here. I will send those donations to the Seeing Eye on behalf of the membership of GCB, and we'll ask them for an acknowledgement of that, which I will send to Amanda for publication in the digest, so that you all know that that activity did happen and that we have a response from them, because I know the school will very much appreciate this, and they are already aware that Anne has passed. So I will be around, of course, for the rest of the day, so please come and find me if you'd like to make a donation to the Seeing Eye, and I will handle all of that. So thank you very much for any of you, for whatever you can give. Thanks.
Can it also be mailed to you, Marge, if people are not?
Oh, it could be, sure,
Marge.
sure, yes.
Also, don't forget the conference.
I was going to do that during announcements.
Okay.
Are there going to be announcements during the membership meeting or not?
Okay, that's fine, thank you.
Are there, okay, I will announce another activity.
Donate online. Donate online.
Yes.
Alex, is there a deadline for getting the money to you for that? I mean, it's like, you got a month, you got 2 weeks, is there like a certain cutoff?
Let's say May 20 is your cutoff. So whatever I've received by then. I want to bring this back to Savannah as well, because we have a number of handlers in Savannah who have dogs from the Seeing Eye, and I want to ask them as well.
Hey,
So that's it.
Marge, this is Steve. They can also donate online. They can go to the GCB website and go to the donate page, and the donate page is really neat because you can select whether it's a donation or a dues. You can indicate, for the donating for the Seeing.
Sure,
Yes,
if that
what-
can be indicated
Yes.
as
Yes, it will.
the
Yes.
purpose for the donation, that would be fine. I would just need to know, because it all has to come, through me as the one who's volunteered to coordinate.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, they will. They have a edit box where they can indicate that, and they get a receipt from PayPal indicating.
Somebody
what-
just needs to tell me that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Any other, nothing else? We have elections.
At least speak on behalf of them, so.
Okay, great. Alice, you take the mic. Why don't we use the
Pink, white, red, yellow.
Thank you, because Cal doesn't want to.
Somebody want to pass out the card?
Hi, many of you know me. I have lived in GCB, and I just would, and most of you know that I'm sometimes a little frightened to you if I'm in to be orange. I have a kitchen, and I do what you and me just make sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I have been a member of GCB for over 30 years, and I've served in many capacities at the state level, and I've enjoyed all the levels. Of course, I'm now at the first vice president level. What I would like to do is really see GCB met in every area, and especially transportation. And what I would like, the kind of would grow and move ahead and be a very good, solid organization. This is an open organization to hear all kinds of ideas, especially how to reach more blind people in the state of Georgia, because we do have a blindness population there, not just seniors, young people. We also have Hispanics, many others we need to reach. So if I'm president, I will work with everyone to see that we can really move and bring about just the kind of good, strong organization that will serve all blind people, and let go into the room with a lot of enthusiasm. Thank you.
Okay, did everyone get a card? No. Yeah, we didn't need a
Raise your hand if you did not get a white card. We're full.
She wasn't good. She's hungry. All right. Everybody, did everybody got a card? Yep. Yeah.